Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back with our final faction account, the Wilders. We have been maxing them out. We already have all of the heroes built. We just need a couple more copies of Mishka, and Mishka will be ascended, giving us a full team of 15 Wilders. In addition, we do need a little bit more furniture on here. We added stars onto Kaz last time. We added some stars onto Pippa. Also did the engraving when it comes to up here with Raku. We did his engraving. We did Laika's engraving. We also did the engraving on Kaz. Not sure who we're going to focus on now for engraving. I'm thinking maybe Saurus. I do like Lorzen as well. Or Mishka, Pippa. Not sure at this point. So we will have to see, guys. So let's go ahead. We'll get right into the summons. We're going to redeem some of our resources. As you can see, we've been stockpiling just quite a bit. But here we have a total of 5 elite hero stones. Hopefully we can get, again, some more copies of Mishka. And unfortunately, it is not even a Wilder on that poll. But that's okay, guys. We continue rolling with the accounts and building up a lot of other heroes. There we go. So Baden is up to Ascended. Does pretty well in the Graveborn Tower until you start getting level deficiencies. They kill his ads too quick. It is really what happens there. So we got 2 pulls here with our companion points. Pull number 1 yields some rare heroes right there. Hopefully we can get an elite out of this one and just some more rare heroes. Mishka, we still got, again, 2 weeks till we can pick up a couple more copies of her. But we got 4 pulls with common scrolls and a double right there, guys. Can it be a Wilder? It is an unlock of Hodgkin. Very nice. So the Graveborn getting a little bit of love this morning with Baden and Hodgkin both. And a copy of Kren. Very nice as well. Kren for the Mauler. Super broken, guys. If you have not built him, I highly recommend building Kren as soon as possible. He is such a strong hero. All right, and our last pull gives us an elite, which is a copy of Maro. 1 card on the table. Go ahead and do Wilders real quick. And another copy of Saurus, so no love for Mishka today. Stargazing, so we already have Lucretia at Ascended. We have Talene at Ascended. So now we're going to focus on building out Alna. So Alna is going to be the next one that we're going to build here. We already have the twins up to Mythic. We already have Mortis up to Elite Plus, so he is viable. So I'm hoping with 4 pulls here, we can get lucky with some copies. We've got a Lightbearer card right there. Pull number 2 just gives us some more resources, some more Dura's fragments. Number 3, again, some more fragments. And our final pull here, guys, is just some more resources. Wow. So definitely not too lucky with the pulls today, unfortunately, but that's okay. Like I said, we got a lot more food. We can go ahead and we can level up a bunch of heroes out of here. So let's hit up the Oak Inn, guys. We have 29,000 Poke coins already to utilize here. Looking at the lineup, Mishka's already in there. We have Alna in there. We have Leonardo. We have Prince of Persia. So we will continue through these and see who we're going to max out to that next 9 of 9 furniture. Similar to the Graveborn account, we do have a lot of these heroes already built, which there is another copy for Respin. Respin is really a breakout hero when it comes to PvP. We've seen him utilized in an absolute crazy amount of formations that have worked exceptionally well. Got a piece there for Alna, very nice. Her 9 of 9 furniture, very broken, guys. Alna's another hero you definitely want to build and build out as soon as you can. Copy for Merlin right there. Got to keep the love on those dimensional heroes so we can make that 4th team and make that 5th team when it comes to our faction accounts. Another mythic piece right there. It is a piece for the Prince of Persia. There we go. We got 2 cards on the table, so we'll do what we always do. We'll sell those legendary cards. Go ahead and equip our team up here. That gives Merlin 3 of 9, very nice, and adds another piece there for Respin. And I know the Prince of Persia and Leonardo. Leonardo, I think we don't have him yet. We got the Prince of Persia, which we can fuse, go throw some furniture on him. But most of the Wilder guys, like we talked about before, they are pretty much done. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll look at the team and we'll get into the engraving. All right, guys, so going a little bit off meta, you know what? We're going to go with Namora. I'm going to see if I have enough to finish out her signature item. I know plus 20 is ideally where you want to take her to the plus for the signature item, but we're going plus 30. Plus, we're going to do her engraving, guys. I want to max out the engraving to plus 60 if we can get it that high, because her plus 60 actually allows additional energy. We know how important and how much we need energy in this game, and actually the more energy that you can produce, the better and the stronger these heroes do become. So we'll knock out her stars here. Get her a little bit more defense, a little bit more healing. Also with that 9 of 9 furniture, the ability to use the Beguile ability when she first enters battle is very, very strong, because you can actually crowd control a hero right off of the bat. When you start getting into high level deficiencies, a lot of players do utilize her when it comes to campaign formations. So there's our plus 30, guys. Boom. So we unlock that. That gives her a lot more healing, which is good. She is primarily a healer, which a lot of players usually do not utilize her for, but I think one of these have haste. There it is. So definitely want to do the healing received, and you want to do the haste first. And we're not going to have enough to get her up to that plus 60, but definitely close at 45. Remember, her healing is also based on her some of her attack rating. So a lot of it is based on the attack, and that's the reason why she doesn't do that well. Like even here, normal attacks heal Namora's weakest ally for 60% of her own attack rating. Namora traditionally has very low attack rating, which they could definitely make an adjustment, but I want to see her at the plus 60, and the big reason is for this ability, the Life Force. Allied heroes now additionally recover 100 energy points immediately. It's very nice. So now they're not gradually getting it. Now they're getting it immediately when it comes to that healing. And we're also going to do, I'm thinking Tassie. We know how powerful Tassie is, having her built out. So we'll go ahead and we'll get her to that plus 30 engraving as well, because she is very tough when it comes to trying to track her down or actually keep her from teleporting and do enough damage to her without the mitigation factor, without the attack rating debuff that she puts up, but just being able to catch the hero enough to take her down. All right, so we've got 3 more branches here. There we go. Some more block resistance, some more dodge in there, and then some more healing and some more dodge again, taking her to that plus 30 signature item, or plus 30 engraving. There we go, guys, adding a ton more stats to her. Very nice. So that gives us 5 heroes in total that have the engraving. So now let's go ahead and we'll get into the campaign. All right, so now we are into the campaign. You know what? I'm going to stay with the same combination. I'm liking Mishka with that plus 30 signature item. I cannot wait to see her built in there with the furniture. Just because triggering the werebear, I feel like possibly in level deficiencies, you're going to see a little bit of play, and it's going to be sacrificing the wolves to allow her to crowd control it right off the beginning. But what I've also noticed is it seems like she comes out first before the wolves do, so that could be an issue, again, with having the wolves die off the bat. But if you've also noticed that when Mishka is out here, she does turn around the enemy. So the enemy does turn to go ahead and fight those wolves. So this one, we got a perfect combination. We got Lucretia running in the Ainz team. Again, using just the best heroes that I have in my lineup to get this done as soon as we can. We're going to go through 20 stages here like we do. Most of the faction teams are in 35, and we are making solid progression through 35. Based on the levels, 36, possibly even getting into 37, I think it is going to be increasingly difficult for these faction accounts to start making progression when it comes to 5 teams. I'm really short when it comes to 5 teams. 4 we can fill out, subbing in the Celestials, the Hypogeans, and the Dimensionals. But when it comes to 5 teams, we have 0 of these faction heroes left within this lineup. So this team, again, we definitely need to pick up another dimensional in here. So I'm hoping with another team, again, Celestials and Hypogens, we can kind of build another team or a fifth team in between those ones. Won't be as tough as the normal team. That's why I'm hoping that Lucretia can kind of do it on her own. And then in addition, Ainz can kind of do the same. Running the dimensional team kind of on his own is going to allow us to move through here pretty well. So 35-32, so 32 stages into chapter 35 at this point. Boom, Corvo with the big stuns. Level deficiencies are so close that Almas doesn't even die. That is right, guys. The giant Groot tree is not dying at all himself. And Lucretia just runs straight across and just burns targets down. I love having Lucretia built. It is just absolutely insane with how strong she is. Like I said earlier, guys, this is the last faction account for this week. So we did do all 4 faction accounts this week. I'm going to try and really struggle and try to get the faction accounts pushed through every single week is what I'm hoping, so we can continue with the progression until they get stuck. I know we're going to hit a point pretty soon where the levels are not going to make a difference. It's going to be more about the heroes, and that is going to be the true test on how well the faction accounts do is when we get into 36, 37, fighting team comps that are essentially using 0 meta comps within these these formations that we're using today. So 35-38, so we got 2 more stages here, and then we are 2/3 of the way through this chapter already, guys, in 2 solid pushes. 35-40, again, Mishka sitting there with shields on the wolves. Had double shields because Lorzen shield the wolves as well. Got Raku just destroying targets on the very top. Absolutely love him. Portal party going on here. Well, half the portal party. Then, of course, the Ainz Lucretia combination to finish this one out, guys. Boom. Ultimate ability kills everybody. All right, guys, so that will do it. 2/3 of the way through chapter 35 for the Wilders. Again, we're going to try to make progression on these every single week. We'll go ahead and we'll collect up our little bit of our loot here. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Cannot wait to see Mishka completely max out and see how effective she is, especially if we decide to engrave. And as always, thank you for watching.